Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler, and welcome back to another brand new episode of the channel. I am switching games because, again, as you can see, it's the different videos. Like I'm just in my head, I'm changing up the videos to show, like, entertain you while I'm just talking. And this is kind of like I came to realize that being what's making it easier to just like massage my brain than just look at the camera like uninterested. I don't my I feel like my attention span is starting to lose itself when I'm not distracted. And you know how, like, if you have a podcast with three guys, three people in a room, they are each other's distractions. I don't have that luxury right now. I don't have the luxury to distract myself and to massage my brain of like the subject for the video. So I'm here with my games, and I told myself I would like retire from uh, mobile gaming, but that didn't happen. So I'm this is the middle ground. I'm so long as I'm here, um, I'll be playing mobile games and have things on auto battle and stuff like that because who has the brain space to do that? Who has that brain space? Why is this game being weird? Oh, it's because of the resistance. What is this? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we're in a new episode. Let's just go ahead and like find the first question to talk about since I have not remedied my addiction to mobile gaming quite yet. My gaming in general. I actually, I think I mentioned before, but recently I bought a Switch, and that has been a present for me for turning 30. So, sure, that's been my present. I could have bought a PlayStation 5, but the reality of it is the fact that because they're still making games for the PlayStation 4, I'm gonna keep using it. And the idea, and at least in the back of my head, my idea is that I won't invest in a PlayStation 5 until I see that they don't support PlayStation 4 store anymore. Much like it took a long time for the PlayStation 3, the store for the PlayStation 3 to close down. So I'm in a way I'm making sure that I'm using the most out of a PlayStation, and if I can't play games anymore on the PlayStation 4, then that is it. I can't confirm or deny certain games can't be played on PlayStation 5, but we won't know, right? Like when this is over, I'll be able to move on confidently knowing that I have a fresh stack of games I can play and I can dedicate to. And I have a mountain of games to go through, and I keep hiding the games I played to make sure I know I touched the new games. Yeah, that's just been the whole thing for me lately. So the first question for the day, for this episode is, what do others do that annoy me the most, and what does that reveal about me? I think I mentioned this before. There's a coworker that I have a hard time like. Th- there's an ick. I feel icky about this guy. Not because not because he's done anything to me and to earn my retribution and to earn my like. I'm gonna like f your dreams, f your nightmares. I'm gonna get you. I'm not that person to this guy, but he is hard to work with for how annoying it is. And let me explain. I feel that I'm difficult to work with because it's. I feel like I'm good to work with because I am good at my job and I'm good at putting my head down to do and work the task in hand. I am not good with socializing very often because my speech gain is my speech skill is like 50. So I'll get the job done half the time. However, what's been annoying me at work lately is the idea that there's this guy who is in leadership. I don't know how he got into leadership. He probably got the leadership position because we're strapped for people, we're strapped for cash, and so he was the most capable candidate because he worked the longest hours, not because he was skilled. This job, the job that he's doing is very easily replaceable. And I'm probably guessing that the reason why he got hired on for this new position is because he can relate. If you can relate with your team, you should be able to get the job done, right? Because for some people, communication skills are key to leadership. Maybe. That is not what I get from this guy. Um, he's young. He's willing to do things for the job, I guess. Let me fix this. I don't know why I'm not getting anyone from here, but we live in a society to where am I even? Let's go back to that mission later. But this guy is. I don't feel like I feel like the title of lead will give you stress, and so whether or not he deserves that position, it's up to me. It's not up to me. But the problem is he has a hard time speaking because he is. I feel like he's often soft spoken, and I don't think it's his fault because I know my coworkers who are soft spoken and who are hard to listen to because of an accent or otherwise, but they can still have the sense of urgency when talking and speaking with you. This kid has done many things to annoy me, and I would normally be very protective, if not very empathetic about somebody who is an introvert, who is shy with people, you know, like when we weird. I'm going to my break. He's leaving his break. There's a corner that you can easily run into people, right? So I'm looking up. I'm walking, and I'm about to hit him. I step back, say I'm sorry, but the reason why we almost crashed wasn't because he was paying attention and walking to his locker to then go to work. That's not what he did. He with bag over his shoulder, hand in his phone. His face was non-existent because his face was glued to his phone, and he is walking. He is walking throughout the duration of the time, and when he senses somebody about to crash into them, he stops, and then his body contorts to hide to shell him to like shell to hide himself to protect himself as if he's gonna get hit, as if like he wasn't expecting it. Like I don't understand why he wasn't expecting this to just happen. Like what makes you think that it's a good idea to be undistracted, walking around distracted, and you can just get you could even like get your. It's annoying that he maybe maybe it's my problem. My problem is that he's looking down on his phone during the duration of this experience, and he's not watching the road. He's not watching the road, and I'm very upset with the fact that he's walking and he's paid. These Zoomers are so attached to their phones, and that sounds like I'm ranting, but sure, if you're stuck looking at your phone, I can understand that if you're sitting down, but you're not sitting down. You are walking. You're going from a place to place, and you're distracted. That leaves you with many chances to cause an accident. And I don't like the fact and idea that if I hit you by accident from walking, it's on me when you're the one who's also distracted, but like no one's gonna like reprimand you or correct you for that. So I hate that. Sure, fine. Maybe that reveals the boomer inside of me. But it gets even worse to where like I was trying to give him some slack and I felt really bad because he had a natural like reaction to just like curl up and defend, to like brace yourself. And I felt bad for just a second because not even like during the same day, not even like minutes apart from each other, I go to the bathroom, and he's in there, and I know that he's in there because he has his phone on, and sure, that doesn't change the fact that he was on his phone earlier, but he has his phone on, and he is just talking. He is talking to somebody. So sure, you'd imagine that if you're talking to somebody on the phone, that you should have your earbuds in because you want to keep a private conversation private, right? No. He was in the urinal because, of course, he is. He's standing. That way, he has one hand to do one thing, one hand on the phone, one hand on the junk. You have two hands, you can do both, right? So, you shouldn't do that in the bathroom, so you shouldn't do that at all. He was in a situation where he was on a video call with his friend while taking a piss, and it's concerning to me. It's stunning that he feels it appropriate to be on a phone call in a bathroom where it's private for everybody. He's on a video call that's on speaker, disturbing anybody and everybody that is trying to use the bathroom. When everybody knows you have earphones, headphones to use, but you don't use them, you have a device to keep that conversation to yourself. And you don't do it. You don't use your tool to do that. And that is upsetting. That is annoying. I am frustrated that this kid who has what looks to be no morals, no self-awareness, that you shouldn't be on the phone in the bathroom. You shouldn't be on the phone in the bathroom, and that is somebody's fault. It's not my fault. That's somebody's fault that he felt that it was appropriate to be in the bathroom, and I'm just not happy with the idea. I'm not happy with the idea that he's just in the bathroom and he's on a video call, and I'm sure that his friend is aware too because he's responding to his friend. His friend's aware that he's on a video call in the bathroom, and how does he not care when there's other people flushing toilets? There was like a person next to me that flushed his toilet. He does nothing. He doesn't turn off the phone. He doesn't say, "Hey, let me talk to you later. I'm in the bathroom." That is the least you can do, and you just go ahead and continue your conversation. I'm flushing my toilet, and he's still having that. He's still in the same video call, and he goes, and then when I'm done, and I'm going to wash my hands, and when he goes to wash his hand, he washes the one hand that was touching his junk, not both hands, because you're in a bathroom and germs exist. So, sure, you were in the conversation on your video call for the duration of the time that you went to the bathroom and other people went to the bathroom, and you stayed in that phone call, which is a choice that I dislike. It doesn't help that after I got out of the bathroom, because I washed my hands, that he is still in that video call in front of the microwave. So from the time that he got on his break, he went on a video call. And I can understand that if you're trying to connect with a family member, sure. But also, why are you not just taking this conversation somewhere else? Why aren't you not taking precautions to just like, hey, let's just go ahead and do this when I'm not having my junk out or anything? Why can't you just be in a situation where you just take this private call with earphones and just not bother anybody? But it's a bother because he is having this. I know he has headphones. He has headphones. He has earphones. I know this. He is not connecting it to it because I don't want to hear his conversation. I don't want to hear his conversation with his friend or family while I'm taking a dump or in the bathroom. It's annoying. And that's a boomer inside of me believing that like he was given a phone too young. That may show that he was taught other priorities growing up. Because the priority for me when I go to the bathroom, phone in pocket, earbuds in if I'm listening to music and doing my business. Not leaving the speaker on doing it and just hoping and praying that no one like cares, you know? But of course somebody he's doing that. I'm really annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm a beard. I'm a boomer. It's fine. My dogs are fine. Thanks for asking. Um, so the second question: what do I value most now that wasn't in case before? What? Um, I guess like I think like I mentioned in the last episode, like I care about my time a lot more. I value time so much more now than before, and not for the lack of friends or for the lack of awareness, but the only thing that changed was that um, just realizing I haven't seen myself around people so often. Like I haven't found myself in a situation where in the past 5 years I've seen myself like seeing less and less people, and I've seen myself only work. All I've done is work and do work accessories. So that's been a problem, and I'm in a situation where I need to fix that. I'm in a situation where I don't want that for myself, and I am scared that I'm just in a situation of just going to work to go home, to be on my computer and watch videos, because that's what my mom does. My mom is in a situation where she goes home from work, because even on her birthday, because I visited her after she got off work, and I go inside and the house feels lifeless, because it's like it's almost like she moved into a new house, and that's great that she's had a situation where she had enough income to get a new house and to really just uh live it up, to be in a situation where she has the luxury of this $1 million home and all this space. But the space is so empty, and I don't understand it. I don't understand where, for all her years working and for connecting with people, that she's not connected with anybody at all. Like there's no space occupied that shows like she has seen things, that she has been around people, that she has made friends, that she was present. And it's stunning that it just happens that way. She's in a situation where she could have like she has the capacity to talk to people, but I miss the idea. I miss the fact that she could have had friends to talk to. It doesn't show in her. It doesn't show at home that um she's been around people. It doesn't show that, like, I mean, you can, if you like your privacy, that's fine, and your solitude, that's fine. I feel like it's a mismatch for me. I feel like maybe I'm in a different situation where I want I want to be in a situation where I have friends to go to like fall back to. I want friends to just like be a part of, and it feels so lonely when I go to her when I go visit her parent to my parents, because it feels like there's no real love in the room, if that makes sense. Um, because I want to be in a situation where I just like there's people I can fall back to and love. I want to be in a situation where I can just like say, hey, I have family. I feel loved and wanted. Is that gonna happen? Maybe. But I don't know how that could have happened, because my brother, even in my own brother's room, it doesn't show like there was a lot of life. Like he could have done so many things, and he could have been doing so many. He could have done so much, and yet for some reason he's in a situation where he has a very plain room. But like I'm this is probably just me nitpicking, but I just want I want people to feel welcomed, and I want people to even see that there is life. I don't feel I want to feel more lived in with my space, and that comes from the experience of just going out to meet people, love and loss. And it can show in a room. It can show, like, it's very easy to show in a room. They're like, oh, what is this thing? Oh, let me tell you about how that happened. Oh, what is that thing? Oh, let me show you. Let me show you what it can do. What is where were you when this happened? Oh, let me tell you. The room doesn't feel like it can tell stories. And when I want to go home, I want to go home to a house that I can like tell stories about. I want to go in a place to where um I mean, I know it's nitpicky for me, but I want like going into the new year, I want to be able to show that if someone visits, I want my home to be welcoming. I want it to be a place where you can uh, unload your baggage, and just live in my space. And I want to feel more lived in with my space, because like it feels so empty in the last one I was at. So I don't like that. I want to feel more lived in. So that's what I want my choices to be. Um, I value I value the time and like experience so much more now than before, because I've been working a lot, but I've had a reason to be so active in like my job. But nowadays, I'm trying to make the most out of it. So um, that can be definitely done differently. I want things to be different, and I want this new year to like reflect that. So if you come over to my home, you'll see, oh, what does this do? Oh, this is the computer that you see me do videos on. Oh, what's that helmet for? I have a story about a helmet here where I tried to snowboard, and it didn't go well. But that's a story that where the space is inviting. That was from me being around friends. This computer, it eventually came because of me being around friends, and like all these experiences, I want a way to quantify it. It's quantifiable. It's valuable to me. Like, but I do wish my brother. Oh my. Huh, that didn't go out well. That I died very quickly in that game. I'm sorry. So the last question: what is something I never want to forget? I feel like I've answered this question before. What is something I never want to forget? I really don't want to forget the feeling of I don't want I don't want to forget the feeling of feeling loved. I don't want to forget the feeling of loving someone, because love hurts. Love hurts as much as it builds us, and I do regret that my relationship with my mom's not good. I do regret in some semblance the love that we've had is never gonna happen again, or we're gonna be in a place where no one's gonna agree with each other. But I have to live with it. I have to be okay with the idea that things can't change, be the way that I want it to anymore. But I need to be accepting, and I'm really happy that in the time that I've been around people, I've seen what love looks like. I've seen what out of love looks like. I've seen what happens when I'm spending time with someone and I just don't want to go. I know what it feels like where I come back home to something consistent, and I'm just happy I'm in that space. I'm just happy that, for as for better or for worse, things are good. I'm happy that I'm in a space to do that. I'm in a space to where everybody's loved, everybody is together, and it's sometimes it sucks, but it's fine. It's fine. And but definitely there can be better things. Better things can happen. And I do, as much as I pray for better things to happen, like it's fine. My dogs are fine. But sure, things should be okay, right? But yeah, I'm really happy where I'm at. Things can be definitely a lot better, if not different. But I'm okay. I think I'll be okay. And for as long as I'm around like my roommates, my Joanna, and everybody else, I should be fine. It won't be great because there's a lot of struggle that comes with being awake, with being alive, and I'm not prepared for it. Sometimes I'm not prepared for situations where it demands a lot out of me, but I do have people to fall back to, and I'm happy for that. So I don't want to forget that feeling, and I hope you guys are along with me for the ride. So that is it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. I didn't expect myself to die, and I need to really change that. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I don't know if I was too much or too little, but I'm happy to be in this space with you. I'm happy to say, hey, we tried. I'm happy that you're here, and we can gladly almost go from there. Let me see if I can't do something like this. Hold on, let me see if I just let's see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you liked it, please make sure you subscribe. It's free. You follow. It's free. And we'll have more things to discuss down the road. So thank you so much. As always, my name's Tyler. I'm your friend. And I'll see you next time. Bye.